Hi guys, welcome to Barbie and Ken's world.
What's up?
So this is story time, and I'm doing. You wanna hold it for me?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm doing a collab with Jamie from Jamie's Colorful Kingdom. So Jamie, thank you so much for inviting me to do this collab. If you can, you know I'm short, babe.
I got it where you can see. They can see you.
Now there are cars behind us, but we decided to film our story right here because we like the lights up there. Hold on.
Like, oh, there you go. Lights. There, the lights like right there. Okay.
Yes, okay. And we just got done eating dinner at Bonefish Grill. So
No copyright.
So we decided we're going to go for a little stroll while we tell you guys a story on how we met. And so I'm going to hold this because I'm looking up.
Yeah. Now I gotta look down.
So we're going to walk and we're going to tell you guys a story on how we met. He's my college sweetheart. He's my sexy husband.
Yep.
So, oh, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go for a nice little walk.
Well, she gonna try to walk and film at the same time. I don't know how it's gonna work out.
Well, we love to hold hands all the time. Anyway, so do you want to start off on how we met?
I don't remember how I met you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He stalked me for 2 weeks.
And so I remember so he came on, asked me for some change or something like that.
Oh my gosh! You know,
yeah.
I started off.
You asked me for like a mint. That word was you asked me for a mint or some gum. And I was like, yeah.
I'm gonna start off how we met. So we both went to Shaw University in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I was friends with his friends before I knew him. So my roommate and I were walking and going to McDonald's, which was the place that was in walking distance to our college and where we went to kind of get away from the cafeteria food. So
yeah, that's a bad trade of McDonald's for cafeteria.
Yeah, that was. But so my roommate and I were walking back, and so we saw some of our football buddies that we knew, and so they were pretty much hanging out on the yard. That's what we called it, the yard, which was pretty much like the front area of the cafeteria, where everybody would just hang out and all of that.
And talk.
And talk. As a matter of fact, you want to sit right here? We can just
sit down.
Yeah.
On this? On the ground?
Like
there's a bench over there.
All right, we'll sit at the bench. So, as a matter of fact, I'll get back to the story in just a sec. I'm trying to get to a place where we can sit down and
I
actually
know how this walk and talk was gonna go.
Yeah. It was not going to work out that easily because I keep forgetting we're not young anymore. I knew him since I was 19. I'm 38. Lord, okay.
Come on. Listen.
What?
Check and see what you said.
Oh, he's just checking out the bench for me. What a gentleman.
Look okay.
All right, I'll sit right. All right.
Well, I don't know what that is right there, so I can't.
Well, here, you sit here. I'll sit on your lap.
Okay. Your views were strong.
Okay. So, where'd I leave off? This is a terrible story, guys.
We were in the front. Well, just because you telling it.
Shut up. Okay, no, I know where I left off. So
you're in the front in the cafeteria.
So my roommate and I saw our friends that we knew, and like I said, we were cool with really the football team. And so, will you stop it? I can't stand you. But I'm sorry. He likes to always mess with me, y'all. Anyway, so I was wearing, back then, I used to always wear my dad's hoodies. I wear the tight clothing, but then wear a baggy hoodie on top. So me and my roommate were talking to our friend, and I did not notice this one over here. So that night,
that's because I was quiet.
Yeah. So that night, I was in my dorm, and that was back then when Facebook was really popping and popular and all of that. And he didn't have a picture up at the time.
Yeah, that tells how old she is.
He didn't have a picture up on Facebook. So he said, no, not in the beginning. Not in the beginning.
By myself.
Anyway, so I'm like, who is this person messaging me? Like, he messages me and says, hello. And I looked at his profile so I can figure out, okay, who this person is. And it said, okay, Shaw University. Mind you.
Yeah,
I'm like, wait, I'm at Shaw.
Yeah, I didn't make it easy for her. She had to. And I felt like if I had to do research, she had to do research too.
Anyway. So I'm asking my roommates, I'm like, do y'all know a Chris Hill? But at that time, he didn't have it as Chris, he had it as Christopher. No, did you have Christopher or Chris?
I had it as Christopher.
Christopher, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like having the hardest time figuring out who this person is. So we're actually having a conversation. The conversation went pretty well. We're like talking for hours. So the next day, me and my freshman academy crew, we was in class, and the professor carries over a sheet where we can write the attendance sheet. So he sat in the front. He was the only one that sat in the front. And so
Coach Maiden.
That's right. He's a football player back then. I was dating a football player. But anyway.
Coach made me sit in the front.
So I get the sheet and it says Chris Hill. So I'm like, wait a minute, Chris. And I'm looking, I'm like, which one is he? And so then I'm like, oh, so I think I know who I was talking to then. Did not realize or know that we had the same class.
Which I did.
So I sent him this letter.
Had the same class.
And this is around the time when you guys remember, if you guys are born in the 80s, when you when you send somebody a letter and you fold it up to look like a little airplane or something. And so I did that, and I sent it to him. Mind you, the professor was already in there. Our professor was African. And this dumb behind, like...
Dumb behind or literally just, once again, not making it easy for her.
No, he puts the note, because I put the note that said, what's good? And he puts a note on an empty desk. Yeah, on empty desk saying... No, I'm sorry, he didn't say anything. He put it on an empty desk. In front of the professor. Now, at that time, I was more outspoken then than I am now, and I didn't realize I was loud when he did that. I said, "Did this fool just do it?" And literally, the people that I was with, they were in unison with me. When I'm like, "Did he just put that note on an empty desk? Like, who does that?" So, little did I know. Prior to him sending me a message on Facebook, was this prior or after?
Oh, it was before.
Before he sent me a message? Was this before me and Christina came up to Courtney and them? Okay. Little did I know. I didn't know that he was asking people around our campus about me. He stalked me for 2 weeks, and I did not know.
I learned about her, not stalked her.
Well, this is my
version. Like I was in the bushes watching her or nothing like that.
So this is my version. So I'm going to let him tell you his version.
Oh, I'll tell you, that was very easy. I saw her. We were out, like she said, we were outside the front of the cafeteria. Me and some of my football guys, we had just finished practice. So sometimes we like to hang out there just to cool down and relax before we have to get ready and go to our rooms. I saw her come up. And like she said, She had a big hoodie on, and all I could see was this cute little face. And I was like, okay, who is this? And she gave everybody a hug except for me, which upset me. But I said, that's cool because you don't know me. So I said, that's fine.
I knew it because I didn't know him.
So then I was like, when she walked away, I said, man, who that? And then the first they said, oh man, that's the homie. I said, the homie ain't that cute. So who that? And we ain't got no homeboys that cute. So, and then they told me what your name was, and I said, okay, that's fine. Well, I'll learn about her. And like I said, for 2 weeks, I found out things that she was interested in, and I learned some more things about her. And then I finally kind of revealed myself at the class that day. When, like I said, she sent me a note, and once again, I wasn't making it easier so she would know exactly who I was. I wanted her to continue to have to wonder about it.
And he was wearing a black leather jacket. It was cold then. He was wearing a black leather jacket. And I ain't gonna lie, he was looking sexy. And he was dark too. I was so used to dealing with like the caramel complexion guys. But literally, when I first saw him in person, and I'm like, damn, he's actually pretty.
Don't lie. And her exact words, you were not my type.
Okay, but then
yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
But what happened was
he was in the beginning he was not my type.
But what happened was when we walked up, she started talking to me. I accidentally did this.
Oh, wait, do them?
I did like that.
He's making his chest jump, y'all.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden she wouldn't start talking to me. Yeah.
Okay. Now that part, yes, I forgot. In the beginning, he was not my type because, like I said, I was used to the basketball physique type of guys, and he had the football physique.
Yeah. She won't used to deal with nobody no meat on their bones. That's what it is. Yeah, she got what somebody had some meat on their bones. She didn't know how to deal with it. She couldn't control herself. Yep.
So
and I ain't been able to get rid of her since that day.
So we started out as friends. We did not go
start off friends
with benefits. But it wasn't always friends with benefits. It was platonic friends first. It was. We were friends. Okay, we were. It was not for 1 week.
It was 1 week.
It was not.
After you met me, it was for 1 week.
I was
1 week.
So okay.
You know why 1 week?
Why?
Because of that thing y'all have to deal with for 7 days. That's why it was for 1 week.
It was not for 1 week.
It was for 1 week.
I was the homie for years before. No, I'm sorry. I was the homie for a few weeks. Not a week. It was a few weeks.
She was the homie until I decided to introduce myself. After I introduced myself, she was no longer the homie.
So fast forward.
I put a spell on you.
Oh my God.
And now you're mine.
So fast forward. We ended up dating, and we only dated for a semester. And then he broke up with me.
Yeah, I did.
He broke up after that semester. He broke up with me because his heart at that time was with 2 other females.
Yeah, I had a lot going on mentally.
Which one of the females I ended up almost getting into a physical altercation with.
I told you I put a spell on her, man.
And my thing is,
she was fighting.
But see, this is what upset me, y'all. He works. Okay. He works so much to court me and all of that, right? Just to make me fall in love with him and everything. And once I did that, he broke up with me. But I didn't realize this until years later, when the very first time, was it the first time we made we were intimate the very first time, or was it like? It was
after. It was after that blow up we had, and I had so she was talking crap and got on my nerves, so I put her on top of my car
Oh, yeah,
where
he
she
likes to
couldn't,
lift me up all the
yeah, where
time.
she couldn't get down.
Yeah.
And this guy came out, and she was in there still talking junk, even though she couldn't get down on top of the car. So then this guy comes by, and he was just like, and he looked over like, yeah, I'm gonna help you. And then I looked at him, he was just like, nah, he was like, nah, sister, you gonna have to figure this out on your own.
Then that made me even more mad because he was actually going to help me get down from, because at the time he had a truck. Which truck did
I had an Expedition.
He had an Expedition, and we was arguing, and then he ended up picking me up and putting me on top of his Expedition. Now, mind you, I ain't talking about the front part. The side of the
No, I'm talking about the roof. I put her on top of the roof.
on top of the roof.
Yep, I picked her little butt up, put her on top of the roof, and I told her when she calmed down, I would let her down. I said, if you calm down, and I'll let you know.
And this was another thing. Back then, we could not argue like that because every time we would argue,
it would lead to other things.
It would lead to other things. And then, of course, a lot of times, or if I'm getting on his nerves, he would just pick me up, lift me up, and just have his way with me, just throw me anywhere. I'm just like, you treat me like I'm just 100 pounds soaking wet.
She was.
Well, yeah, I was a lot smaller then, yes. I was...
And I was a lot stronger then, too.
I was like, what, 170?
I don't know. I was a lot stronger then, too.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, he was more buff, more built, all the muscles and so yeah, back then I'm gonna, if I still had a lot of, do I still have a lot of your college pictures?
Yeah, I still got some.
So what I would probably do is, hopefully if I can, after this video I will link clips after the video of how he looked back then. If you don't see any clips after this video, then that means I probably couldn't find any.
But either way it goes, we were really good friends. We wound up being like brother sister for a short period of time because she went back to Maryland. Like she said, she left North Carolina, went back to Maryland. She was doing things in Maryland. I was still doing things in North Carolina. And, you know, life happened. And
like we was always in each other's life since, because I was 19 at the time.
And I had just turned 22.
And he had just turned 22, 1921.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're 2 years apart. He's 2 years older than me. He was born in 83 and I was born in 85. Yep. So, given fact, from the time I was 19 to now, me being 38, Chris has always been in my life. He's never not been in my life. So we either boyfriend, girlfriend. Like we went from being boyfriend, girlfriend. No, first it was friends, then friends with benefits, then boyfriend, girlfriend, then back to friends with benefits, then brother and sister, then back to being friends again. And then we tried to be boyfriend and girlfriend again. But at the time, it was on distance because I was still living in Maryland. Yeah, and like I told her in the beginning when she first said that, I said, that's not going to work. She was like, yes, it will. I said, she is the huggly, cuddly, I need you around, the hold me kind. Yeah. And I was just like, this is not going to work. But she wanted to try it. And that lasted for maybe all of 2 weeks. Yeah. If it lasted that long. I said, no, I can't. Now was when I broke up with him. I said, I can't do this no more.
Yep. Then she broke up with me.
And then we went back to being friends. We were best friends. Like, literally, everybody that knows Chris and I, and then when people see us together, they automatically think, okay, there is something going on between y'all two. I know for a fact y'all are not just friends. Something's going on. Like, my family knew it, especially my mother, God bless her soul. You know, she always knew that it was me and him regardless. I was the homie. I was pretty much everything to him that he wanted me to be. So then back in 2019, fast forward, 2019, I moved to North Carolina, and then we go back to being boyfriend and girlfriend again. So we were boyfriend and girlfriend from 2019 to 2021 to when he proposed to me. No, you proposed to me the end of 2021, babe. Yeah,
it was the very end of, yeah. Well, I said 2022 because it was on
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day.
Initially, he was going to propose to me Christmas Eve, but we ended up getting to Maryland late. And by the time we got there, my older brother and his kids and family were on their way out. And then, so I guess he was like, okay, well, maybe next day. So the next day, which was Christmas Day.
Because I had to ask her, I had to talk to her father and I had to talk to her brother first. And that was just me. That's the Southern in me. Talk to the men, say, talk to the men to find out if I can have the woman.
And so, of course, my dad says, I don't know why you asking me. Y'all,
y'all been going together for 90 years.
He said 100. So, like, according to my dad, his thing is, okay, we're just wondering when.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, they knew for a fact that he was going to be my husband. So, when we stay engaged, initially we was going to have a 1-year engagement and get married. Was it New
Year's Eve of the following year.
Yeah.
But we were trying to push because of some other things going on. So we wound up making one day for July. That fell through. July 22nd.
Well, first was August 13th. That was the initial time.
August 13th, then July 22nd. Then we wound up actually getting married on September the 9th.
September 2nd. Are you serious?
I'm playing. Calm down. 9/2/22. That's when we actually got married. I remember the numbers very well. So that's when we actually got married. Now, fast forward to the wedding, the day of the wedding. I had anxiety, so I wasn't at 100% because I was very nervous. But everything worked out except for until we got to the actual courthouse where we had to stand outside for almost 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And then after we finally got into the chamber, we have zero idea what we said yes to because the judge was talking and we couldn't hear nothing. We have no idea what that woman said. Not a thing.
So we don't even know what our vows were.
We have no idea what our vows were. Well, all we know at the end, she said, say I do. We said I do. Now, this is the thing that really got me.
Oh, my gosh.
I gave this one the ring, right? After I gave her the ring.
And it wasn't this one. It was a different. I got, 5 rings from you?
Yes.
Yeah, so it wasn't this one. It was another one.
I gave her the ring during the time. When I gave her the ring, she saw it and went ham. And literally almost jumped on me. And I was like, baby, we got some more stuff to do. And she was like, okay. I was like, man, I'm like, hold on, it ain't over with yet.
But it's not just that. Another thing, this will go down in the history books. So, because we had a lot of our stuff in storage, and at the time, Chris was hiding stuff from me because he knows that I like to see a lot of my surprises, especially when he tries to surprise me, and I have a feeling that he's holding back something. I would try to investigate. So he ended up putting the original ring and wedding band and stuff in storage, but then our storage unit ended up getting broken into.
Yeah.
So I didn't know this until at the last minute. So this was an embarrassing moment because here we are at the courthouse. He's pulling out his ring that he the initial ring that I had, my pink Aphrodite heart ring, which was, like I said, that was not the original ring, but that was like the backup ring that he had. So he gives that to me, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do because I don't have a ring to give back to him. And then when the judge said, okay, can we have the rings, and I think my brother, my father had said, does she not have a ring? Like what did they say?
They said at the same time, and I was just like, I was so
embarrassed.
And I said, but she might have been embarrassed, but did not show on her face because she was still doing this, and she was still like this.
No, I was like this.
Yeah, I was just like, I said, put it down, and we got other stuff we gotta finish doing. And her best friend was there. Her best friend's husbands were there. My boys were there. Her brother, her father were there. Like I said, we're going to have a redo.
Yes.
And we're going to actually have a big wedding. And she does not know that I already have some things in place because unfortunately her mother has passed and her father has passed.
Both of them.
But they're going to be at the wedding and she just doesn't know they're going to be at the wedding.
Well, in spirit, I guess.
No, in another way.
Okay.
Say I've already say.
Oh, so you gonna end up making me all cry.
Your boy right here,
stuff,
your boy right here has done some investigating on how he can make some things happen, and that's what he's gonna do because he wants her to have them not only there in spirit but a physical kind of presence too. Mm-hmm. So that's how we met. That's how we got married. That's where we're at right now. It's been 1 year. It hasn't been the best year, but at the same time, it has been 1 year. It has been 1 year. We're still together. We're still alive. We still love each other. And like I said, right now I got her sitting on my lap because I own Trish's bench completely. So I might be a little dirty getting up, but I'd rather for me than her. But at the same time, just, it's been a great year. We got some more things in the works. We might talk y'all about them later, but we're not right now. And we just want to, I want to get up here and I try to support her in everything she does. One thing as a husband, always remember, even if it don't make sense to you, still try to support it. Okay, and whatever way you can, just support it because that's what you want her to do. And when you come home and have that crazy idea of, you might have that crazy idea of making tomato sauce, and you just like, baby, everybody make, but my sauce, and she just sit there and say, okay, baby, I'll go buy the jars and the lids, if that be the case. And, she does a lot of things with Barbies and everything like that. And sometimes people do give her that little side eye look like, why she got a Barbie doll? I'm like, because she has her own channel. And she always is in character and always ready to go. And she takes a lot of photos with where she goes with Lorraine because that way she can put them on her channel, and show that, and we out here doing this, we out here doing that. Is that a cat?
Where?
Under that truck down there. Oh, no, I think it was a light. Yeah, sometimes I got it. I do. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I got ADHD.
I'm an animal person.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I'll just see something. I'm like that. I'm like on that movie Squirrel. yeah. I'm that kind of person. And
inside joke, y'all.
Yeah. So, but anyway, we gonna get off in this because we gonna get ready and go home. Cause like I said, we did eat.
Yeah, we did.
And then we're full.
Yes.
I guess we can watch a movie.
It has some bubbly. I want some bubbly.
Well, I don't know. We got time to get bubbly. So we have to get let me see if we can.
But so pretty much in conclusion, hi. We saw a dog. Sorry, guys. So like in conclusion, we just wanted to kind of give you a little snippet as far as how we met from age 19 and 21 to 38 and 40. So, and like I said, he's been in my life all like straight that whole time. We was everything under the sun to each other, to now being husband and wife. And he did say that we are going to do a do-over of our wedding. That will be February 14th of 2025. Next year we're going to start planning everything. We do have a lot of things coming up, got a lot of trips coming up. I'm going to vlog a lot. So this will give you guys, more of a chance to see the behind the scenes, behind the curtain of the true Barbie and Ken. A lot of times you'll see me in a lot of my videos that I post, that I upload and all that, and you don't see my husband like that. But generally you'll see him mainly when we're traveling or if I'm vlogging or whatever like that. And every now and again he'll make an appearance in some of my videos. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to really, just share a story with you guys of the love of my life. And even though we fight like cats and dogs, we do everything, I know for a fact he's not going anywhere, I'm not going anywhere. It's like we got too much history between the two of us, and that's, to be honest, what has kept us together all these years was our friendship.
I'm gonna let her go.
And say what?
And plus I told you I'm gonna let you go. I'll tie you up.
And he said he's not gonna let me go.
Yeah, I'll tie you up. Put you in the closet. I come feed you every day and change your clothes and
So as you see, he did put a ring on it 5 times. And then of course when we get remarried, it'll be the 6th time he put a ring on it. I can know that now.
I got it.
So, but with that being said, if you guys like this story time, and I hope you guys liked it, I know it was probably everywhere, give us a thumbs up, and also feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to, as well as clicking on the bell right next to subscribe. That'll give you guys all the updates and notifications of when I upload new videos. And also, I will leave my Instagram in the description bar below, so definitely give me a follow. So with that being said, guys, stay one with the waves. Bye.